and other partners. This ministry of, the Ministry, of course, of Agriculture, Livestock and Food Security reaffirms its commitment and dedication to ensuring the NACS 2026 is implemented with professionalism and efficiency. The data generated from this exercise will serve as a cornerstone for agri-policy investment, planning, and monitoring of our national development priorities. Together, we seize this opportunity to strengthen our agri-statistics and lay the foundation for more resilient and food-secure Gambia. At this juncture, the participants or enumerators being trained has been equipped and they are now ready for dispatch into the field to do continuous data collection for the entire cropping season for 2026. And a final note, on behalf of the Department of Planning, through your strong leadership, we want to register our profound gratitude to you for giving us an enabling environment to be able to deliver and perform to expectation. On that note, I want to thank you for your kind attention. And the next item on the agenda would be the representative of this worker and also the Gambia Bureau of Statistics where the project is being housed. Mr. Gambia, please. You're welcome.
As mentioned by Francis, my name is Mohamed Abjani. I am the project coordinator for this water project, Gambia. Economic Minister of Agriculture, Livestock and Food Security. Director of the Department Bureau Group, Minister of Agriculture, distinguished officers, partners, members of the training team, field workers, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor for me to be here today to deliver this closed remarks on behalf of this water project. Let me begin by thanking all of you sincerely, especially the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Livestock and Food Security, and also the Gambia Bureau of Statistics. Even though they are not here, they have another engagement. Today is the mention of the labor force survey, which was already planned before the event. Nonetheless, it's important to note that they were a key partner in implementing this activity, and they were the ones supporting, they are the ones giving all the technical parts. This worker project is pleased to be supporting the 2026 NAS census, which is an important national exercise that will generate reliable, timely, and high-quality data to inform agricultural planning, policy formulation, food security intervention, and evidence-based decision-making. Over the past 2 years, this worker has sponsored 2 NAS, that's last year and year before last. And also, we have procured 85 motorbikes for DOP, that is Department of Planning, and we have also procured 2 vehicles, 2 paddles, and also we have refurbished. Their halls. This is all geared to make sure that they have a good working environment and to make sure that they have a proper data to make correct decisions. Next, I move to our field workers, supervisors, and technical teams. I wish to remind you that the success of this census depends largely on your dedication, discipline, and professionalism in the field. I urge you to collect accurate, complete, and high-quality data while maintaining respect, patience, and integrity in your interaction with farmers and households. This information we collect will serve as a foundation for the national agricultural development and will directly contribute to better planning and improve livelihoods. Let me once again thank the Minister, GBOS, DOP, and all partners for your commitment and cooperation. The Isuaka project remains fully committed to supporting efforts that strengthen statistics capacity and improve the ability and use of quality data in the country. On this note, I wish you all a successful field operation and official congratulate everyone for the successful completion of this important training. Thank you very much.
At this juncture, I will skip the order of the program before I invite the Honorable Minister to come and deliver a statement. I would want to revise the agenda on the ground here by inviting a participant to give us a vote of thanks, and then once the Honorable is finished with his deliberation, we'll go down for the official handing over of the vehicles. And that will bring us to the end of the protocol, because we otherwise it's going to look awkward. So I invite Mr. Mbalo to come on behalf of the trainees and to give a vote of thanks. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. Please allow me to stand on existing protocols to recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Deba Sabali, the Director of Planning, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Food Security, FAO, GBOS, Government of the Gambia, and all other development partners, my fellow participants. It is my profound pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of my fellow trainees or participants. Cognizance of the significance of the NAS 2026, we were rigorously selected to serve as enumerators, supervisors, platform monitors, trainers, and other facilitators. It is prudent to applaud the Government of the Gambia and development partners for coming up with this flagship NAS 2026 with the ultimate goal of collecting, analyzing, and visualizing policy-driven data to shape our national development agenda of food security, agricultural production and productivity to enhance the Gambia's food basket. On behalf of the training participants, I would like to thank the Government of the Gambia, FAO, Ministry of Agriculture, GBOS, Paradise Youth, our host, for coming up with this very important training and for their contribution in making this event a huge success. On behalf of the trainees, I would like to assure you all that the knowledge and skills gained during this training will in no small measure capacitate the field workers in the execution of their duties. On that note, I thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Mbalo. Just to give you a synopsis of the two speakers before I invite the Honorable Minister. The project coordinator for his worker project, in his own statement, reiterated on the role of Gambia Bureau of Statistics as key partners in the National Agricultural Sample Census activity. And I just want to reaffirm that the Gambia Bureau of Statistics has been very supportive, not only to the NAMS activity. Since I took over the Department of Planning in 2020, we have been working in collaboration and partnership to see how best we can support the Department of Planning to achieve its objectives and aims. And he also highlighted that yes, they procured 85 motor bicycles to support the NAS in terms of data collection processes, where we will see our working enumerators in the field and supervisors will be riding brand new motorcycles. And you don't always stop at that. They also procured 2 brand new Land Cruiser Prados in the same day to support the operational monitoring activities of the entire process of the NAS. And of course, he fully realigned and reinforced that they, at his work operations, are fully committed to support the entire NAS activities. On behalf of the Department of Planning and on behalf of my permanent secretary and the entire Minister of Agriculture, including the Honorable Minister, his work on projects, we say thank you, and we are looking forward to the fulfillment of your deliberations. And I only hope it's not just going to be made as a promise, but will be implemented as it is being said. Coming to the vote of thanks, I also want to register my profound gratitude to Mr. Mbalo, who has just been called on notice. It is very difficult for few people to be able to stand at any time you call them and deliver 1 or 2 statements. It was in this morning, about 5 minutes before the program, I informed him that he's going to deliver a vote of thanks on behalf of the entire trainees in this training program that we've been provided also. And then of course, I only hope he said it's an opportunity for you, and I also want to reaffirm that it's an opportunity because we had about 2.4 million Gambians, and what we have in the hall here is even less than 1,000, or even less than 300 people. So you are the few who have been chosen, and I only hope you're going to take it seriously. I've also learned that yes, after the training, an assessment has been conducted. And we are going to go by that strictly, for the simple reason that before the commencement of the training, we reiterated, and I already made remarks on that. Because we test you to see whether you have been following up on the training. But the situation, you didn't record anything at all. So that's going to be very difficult if we want to bring you, at the end of the day, we jeopardize the whole system. And then we compromise the quality of the data that we will need. But that's another level. At this juncture, I will now have the singular honor to welcome my Honorable Minister to deliver his statement. Please, a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, and my Director of Planning, Mr. Francis Manny. I must, though they are not present, my Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture, Ambassador Nyangado, and of course the Statistician General at GBOS, Mr. Samuel. Distinguished guests, esteemed trainers, development partners, and above all, our dedicated enumerators. But before I go further, please thank and acknowledge Sabina. I have been informed of how strict she has been with the rules, especially with time and with quality. And I'm sure this is exactly how it operates with Director Francis. And this is the kind of personalities we need. If we pass failures into this census, that means we will be passing failure itself into the process. So thank you for this screening. with great honor and satisfaction that I stand before you today at the closing ceremony of the National Agriculture Census Training of Enumerators. Over the past 2 weeks, precisely from the 13th to the 24th of July, you have undergone intensive preparation at this Paradise Hotel. This training marks a critical milestone in our collective journey to strengthening agricultural statistics, evidence-based policy planning, and food security in the Gambia. Allow me to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to the trainers and facilitators who have guided this process with professionalism and patience. I also extend profound appreciation to our partners, the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, FAO, World Food Program, and the World Bank, especially World Bank, and other institutions, whose technical and financial support made this training possible. Most importantly, I commend you, the enumerators, for your commitment, discipline, and readiness to serve the nation in a very vital exercise. Potentially, you will be moved to hard-to-reach and critical areas of our agricultural transformation agenda. The National Agriculture Census is not a statistical act, as was just mentioned by our director. It is the backbone of our agricultural planning and policy making. It provides us with comprehensive data on crop production, livestock, fisheries, horticulture, and household livelihoods. It tells us how much food we produce, how much we consume, and where the gaps still exist. In 2024, for example, the Gambia produced about 124,372 metric tons of cereal, which is about 90% above the 5-year average. However, in the same year, the results of the Kali harmonization analyzed indicated that 5% of the population, which was equivalent to the numbers just mentioned, needed food assistance. And in the same year, from October to December of 2024, and also in June to August of 2025, a total of 246,000, that is 10% of the analyzed population, needed food assistance to avert further deterioration in their food and nutrition security status. The paradox highlights the importance of accurate data. Without reliable statistics, we cannot design effective policy to address food insecurity. We cannot reduce import dependence or strengthen resilience against climate shocks. Distinguished trainers and enumerators, this census is certainly one of the most important undertakings of my ministry. It will help us measure progress in flagship projects such as the resilience of organizations for transformative smallholder agriculture, commonly known in households as ROOTS, or the Rice Value Chain Development Project, often referred to as Reward Project, or the Gambia Inclusive and Resilience Agriculture Value Chain Development Project, the GIRA Project, or the Global Agriculture and Food Security Project, GAFSP, all under the Ministry of Agriculture. But also, it will help us gauge the impact of the Small Ruminant Production Enhancement Project and the Regional Rice Value Development Project, the RRVCDP. It will give us additional indications on how these investments are transforming the value chains, empowering youth and women, enhancing rural livelihoods, increasing farmer income, and contributing to our green recovery focused national development plan. For you, the enumerators, you are the frontline ambassadors of this national exercise. The quality of this data you collect will determine the credibility of the entire census. Every household you visit, every farmer you interview, and every record you capture contributes to a national vision of food security and resilience. Your role is not only technical, but also ethical and non-judgmental. You must approach the fields and the farmers with diligence, with respect and impartiality. You must ensure that every Gambian farmer feels heard and represented. You must uphold the principles of honesty, confidentiality, and professionalism. The data you gather will inform us on 1. How we collect, allocate resources for rice, maize, millet, and sorghum production. How we strengthen livestock and fisheries value chains. How we design school feeding programs and nutrition interventions. How we align our strategies with continental frameworks such as the Africa Free Trade Area and the Youth in Agri-Food System Performance Index, YAP. This census is therefore not just about numbers. It is about people, about livelihoods, about the future of our agricultural systems. As we close this training, let us reaffirm our collective commitment to deliver a credible, transparent, and inclusive national agriculture census. Together, we will generate the knowledge that powers our farmers, strengthen our policies, and build a more resilient and a food-secure Gambia. Our vision, the vision of His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Mr. Adama Barrow, is clear. To secure a food sovereign nation, empower our youth and women, decrease import dependence, enhance livelihood, and build resilience against climate change. Through this census, we will lay the foundation for evidence-based planning, targeted timely interventions, and sustainable growth. To the enumerators once again, I say, carry on the spirit of teamwork and responsibility you have shown during the training. Remember, every household you visit is an indispensable contribution to a national vision of prosperity. Let me once again thank our trainers, facilitators, and partners for their invaluable technical and financial support. And let me congratulate you, our enumerators, for completing this training successfully. Together, let us move forward on this exercise with diligence and dedication, knowing that the data we collect will shape the future of agriculture, will shape food security, and shape resilience in the Gambia. I thank you all.
I want you to give another round of applause to the Honorable Minister, please. Thank you, Honorable Minister. I think it is my policy. Once the boss speaks, nobody prevents. So I will go back into his own statement. We all heard from him. So we take it as he has said. And on behalf of the Department of Planning, Honorable Minister, I want to reiterate, to register my profound gratitude to your leadership in trying to nurture the Department of Planning, coming from a service unit into a full-fledged department. It's not easy. I know you have been supporting us in all means politically, but actually we also want to continue to appeal to stand for us, especially in difficult moments. Thank you, Honorable Minister. So now, thank you. We'll now move to the last activity of this, which is the presentation of new vehicles to the Ministry of Agriculture, which are meant to support planning activities. Honorable Minister, will you allow the Honorable Minister to march out first, and after we follow, please. That's the order. You sit down, we'll go down, and then we'll ask you to follow. Thank you. Of the closing ceremony of the 2026 National Agricultural Sample Census. So now here we're witnessing the handing over ceremony of two brand new Prado, Land Cruiser Prado, have been procured by his worker project to support the operational activities of the NAS. So at this juncture, I will now invite the project coordinator for his worker project, maybe he has 1 or 2 words to say, and hand over the keys to my Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Dr. Denmark Saba. Over to you.
Thank you, Francis. And once again, thank you, Honorable Minister. I don't have much to say. We have already said what we said inside. And one thing I just want to emphasize, this is a very important activity for the Gambia as a whole, not for this water. If you look at our communities, we are farming communities, and farming is the backbone. It's one of the backbones for economy. So especially subsistence farming, many people rely on it. And for us to plan and to help them, we need proper data. This will help government to make proper decisions and help farmers to achieve food subsistence. So once again, we are thank you.
Give a round of applause, please. Good.
Thank you very much, Director, representative of the East Water Project. I must take this opportunity to thank the aligned ministry, that is the Ministry of Environment and the Ministry of Finance. But of course, I must also thank GBOS for this support and thank my director at the Department of Planning and his entire staff for their dedication and diligence, given the enormous task that lies ahead. This training has been quite successful for the past 2 weeks, and the results we are getting are quite impressive. We hope the trainees will continue to take the exercise very seriously, and they will be supervised by my Department of Planning, and we hope 7 months from now this data will be of quality, and it will help guide us as a government in our policy making and our timely interventions. That said, I will now officially hand over the keys to Mr. Francis Mendy, the Director at the Department of Planning of the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Food Security. Mr. Mendy.
Thank you, Honorable, and thank you, PC. I think this is an opportunity and a privilege. Of course, the Department of Planning is not the only department in the entire Ministry of Agriculture, but by Act of Parliament, as the custodian of agricultural statistics and natural resources, obviously, this is why we had this privilege to take the lead in this activity. And today we're witnessing the provision of two brand new Land Cruiser Prados to enhance our mobility and monitoring of activities on the ground. Thank you, and that's the end of our program here. We will now go inside and have a group photo, family group photo, and then I'll see my minister for that. Thank you.